Nowadays, picking up something 30 years later with a sequel or a continuation usually doesn't bode well. So did X-Men 97 from Disney do a good job in capturing the OG essence while bringing something new to the franchise?
You didn't ask for it, but I'm here.
I already made a video on the OG series. I did not watch it when I was a youngin', but I picked it up later this year. I still think you could easily pop it on from the Disney Plus and watch it today.
I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan, because especially with the X-Men lore or world or whatever, there's a shit ton of them. So it's kind of hard to keep up. So I think you kind of basically have to pick your characters. To me, the X-Men are the ones I like the most out of the whole Marvel world. They're just more relatable to me, more fun.
Oh, you're talking about superheroes from Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
I thought you were saying I only consider my favorite X-Men Jean, Storm, and everybody else is not X-Men.
Well,
Kinda. I just like the ladies.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to say.
Which I don't know if you noticed, or because I don't remember, if this new show was more like prominent featuring women on action, or was it equal?
It was like that in the OG too.
Okay.
It's usually like Storm was the baddest of the bitches. Be like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go f this up real quick. I'll be back. And she would go off and do shit and come back. It was like that from the OG.
Yeah. I like the X-Men the most out of
the Marvel
properties.
So let's jump into X-Men 90 Shaman. What did you think of the animation?
The animation, I can't say I was like completely satisfied, but it grew on me.
You thought they were going to go like the 90s route?
Yeah, I thought they were going to go like the 90s route and make it look exactly the same way. But in retrospect, I kind of appreciate that it looks a little bit more polished because the attacks and all that shit looks cool.
It has like a 90s filter on it. It kind of reminded me of Invincible a little bit. I would compare it to that.
I think like the Invincible, I'm not the biggest fan of the Invincible animation, especially, I don't know if I'm like dumb or anything, but I feel like it takes a lot of time for these things to come out and they don't look like the best. So it's like, where's the holdup?
For the time that it takes to come out, you're expecting Spider-Man or what?
Especially like with the technology that we have nowadays, like, okay, like just like speed it up. I don't know what's like the holdup.
When we first saw the first episode, you said it looked like Archer. And I feel like it looks more like Invincible. Archer's stiffer. I do think that they managed to perfectly blend the retro with the new, because we're still 1997. So everything around in that world, the world building was 97. The fashion was 97. I feel like they all sounded like they did from the OG. Like Storm sounds very extra, like she's always has. The only one that sounded a little bit different to me was Rogue. She sounded older. She always had that raspiness, but in the OG was a youthful raspiness, and now it sounds like an old lady.
You think so?
Yeah, she sounded old to me. Of course, the music is amazing. We can talk a few redesigns. They made everybody smaller.
Like package-wise?
They took his package away.
Because they're swole.
Yeah, but they're even more swole in the 90s.
Damn.
They took Rogue's ass.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's...
I mean, whatever.
R.I.P.
Like, I wouldn't even notice it, to be honest.
Anyway, because in the OG, that's all they did.
I saw the comparison, the pictures, and she looks more like contified back then.
Yes.
The body now looks a little bit more like normal, I guess. They're not like sexifying it that much, but I have no problem.
That's like who everybody crushed on back then was Rogue. She's so sweet, y todo el pedo, and then you can't touch her, which is kind of the thing too. But the biggest change was our compilla Morph, not only physically, but mentally, I guess. I do like that design. It makes sense.
He's like an alien or putty or clay man. I don't know. It's weird.
It's just bland. He can be whatever. They start to hint at him crushing on Logan.
Okay.
Which is fine. Was when someone called them.
Okay.
I think they do like that. Feels like an agenda-y, right?
I don't think it does.
Because that's your team.
But
I agree.
If any cartoon were to do it,
I agree.
The X-Men is the one to do it.
And with that character.
So I don't think it felt forced.
It makes sense.
And especially because of his power, that he can be whatever.
I get it. Well, it makes sense. X-Men has always been for the LGBTs. There's a lot of similarities there. Like, you're going to, being a mutant is a scene. I think he's a gay black man. Yeah, but he got fired. He got fired, so I don't know what that means.
And people are pissed, right? Because they thought they did a good job.
The writing is good. I don't think... I'm going to do some research before I put this up. I don't know the reason why he got fired. It's Disney, so I don't think they
It is weird. It didn't quite say why.
And the writing was good. We're getting close for the franchise to be called the X people.
Okay.
So I'll take X-Men, like, I feel like that's the times. In a year or two, X-Men's actually offensive because, I want that shit. So you can take Morph.
What if you call them the X them?
No. No. People were like, no, they're going to make Wolverine gay because Morph was hitting on him. But I like that Logan's like, he can't despistar al vato. He don't tell, he thinks it's his compilla Morph. So if it becomes a topic of conversation in the second season, if we get that, I'd be down. If they're going to do that with any character, it makes sense that they do it with good old buddy Morph. I agree. The fighting, the animation of the fighting was great. It really does feel like we're continuing the story, Xavier left, the Magneto's left to take over for the X-Men, and it's his X-Men and all that other stuff. I like that they end with the OG credits. So they did a really good job in recapturing the old school stuff. And they do bring up some stuff from the original series. They touch upon stuff that Jean went through and all that. So it's not just like a clean slate. There is a romance that made me feel a type of way simply because I didn't like that that pairing.
I didn't rewatch the old ones, so I didn't know if I missed something.
No.
They pulled it out of their ass?
They pulled it out of their ass just for this.
I was a little bit thrown off. I was trying to understand and kind of think in here, how would this happen? But I thought that I missed some points from the original.
There's no indication. There's no seed planted. There's nothing.
To me, it felt out of a sudden, out of nowhere.
It did.
It made it seem like they had history, no?
But they really didn't like that. No, it was more like he was comprehending her side of things and kind of he's relating to her. It's hard for her to relate with anybody else. Her love language must be physical touch because that's what she wants and she can't have it. So that was a little weird. They did bring back a few old school enemies. Uno que siempre está ahí cagando el palo, which I liked. He's always there hanging around. They did a couple cool things with the video game level on episode 4. I feel like it needed that more, maybe because it was not that many episodes, and maybe once we get more episodes, they can do that. Because in the OG, they would take 2 episodes or 3 to go do something else. There's a new threat and someone showed up. Now we got to take care of that, but it's not affecting the overall story over here. Here, everything was more it was more serial. The next...
Without side quests.
Right. There was no side quest. The next one, this matters and this matters. The little side quest with Jubilee and the Brazil guy, with this one, that made me feel that that's the only kind of semi side quest. Mm-hmm. I felt like it felt more adult.
Not completely serious themes, but maybe a little complex for children.
So that made me think that it's really, really made for the fans of the original series,
Makes sense. It's smart, I think, maybe, to not cater to the kids.
Which youngin knows about X-Men? We haven't had X-Men in 20 years.
I don't know. I feel like...
Well, no, we did with the first class, but...
I feel like all the kids... But even those, movies, I wouldn't say they're, for kids.
No.
I feel like all the kids that we know grew up with the Avengers. And that's why they know.
That's why I feel like this is, like you said, it's a smart for them to cater
and
this
Spider-Man.
for adults. Hell yeah, Spider-Man, the OG, man. Mutants that die, you're it's heavy. It gets really heavy at times.
They were killing people left and right.
That was a shocker. Spoiler alert, if you watched, which you probably didn't, watch the trilogy video, there you figure out who my favorite is. And they fucking killed my favorite. I can't, man. I can't get my guy to just live in peace.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I would have rather them kill Wolverine.
They're not gonna kill Wolverine.
They should.
He's the main guy.
We've had enough Wolverine.
We didn't get not enough in this thing. He was barely in it. He was there just cracking one
and that's
liner.
why I liked it.
Nah.
I feel like he wasn't that prominent. He just had a few lines here and there. And that's cool. That's fine.
He would throw his bullshit jabs and then go away. That's what he was doing.
Destroying equipment. Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that was good. So there's shenanigans going along, and then towards between the last 3 episodes, we figure out who the actual bad guy is and what he's doing. They drop a bunch of cameos. That was a thing that they did in the OG as well, no line cameos. And the last 2 episodes definitely drops a healthy amount of cameos, which was really good.
A shit ton of cameos. I feel like it makes it feel a little more exciting and fresh. And it's so easy for them to do it because they don't even have to speak. You just have to like show them and oh shit.
And some did speak. The ones that weren't expecting to speak spoke. Like I popped. I was like, big guy. Oh, the other guy, the big guy. I popped for every single one. And there was a few that we had to Google. One.
Okay, just one.
There was just one. And I like that. You're like, who the fuck is that? What?
I think that's kind of cool too. Like they throw in stuff for everybody. Like the ones that follow the comics, the ones that follow the movies.
The few last episodes do get like intense. There's a bunch of blood actually too, and there's a cool shout out with retro suits, which I liked.
They changed a lot outfits wise. I noticed.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, they got their play clothes.
And
then they got their street clothes. And then they got 2 unis.
And then Storm got like her really quantified.
Her leveled up, yeah.
I was like, yes, bitch.
You liked her better with the long hair or the short hair?
With the long hair. Because she started, I don't remember, she started with the white one, right? Like the white cat suit. And at the end, she has like the black thigh high, the bikini. Damn.
Yeah. So a lusting
Lustified.
It did what it's supposed to do and leading me excited for whatever's coming next.
In 3 years.
You think?
I mean, it took forever this one to come out.
Yeah, I remember they kept delaying it.
And now they fired Homeboy.
I heard that they have his stuff from the 2nd season.
Oh, it's shitty.
So that would be really messed up.
Yeah.
So unless he pulled a Diddy or a Drake, I need to see what he did to get fired. And depending on that, bring his ass back. The writing was good. The writing he felt like a fan of the OG. And he wrote for the fans of the OG and did a good job.
Yeah. It makes sense for a outcast per se to give his point of view, because to me it's really what like it felt like, you know. It's always been like that, like the rejects, like not wanted by the majority, blah blah blah, tells all his time. So it makes sense. I didn't even knew or would have noticed have I not seen like the news that they fired a guy, whatever. But I think he did a good job. I think they even want him like to do like the new movies and shit. But Disney has the monies.
Yeah, they've been out before, and Disney does not give a fuck, right? As much as they want to fire the Snow White
take
bitch,
what we give you
and like it and pay us.
The only thing I remember about the other one is it was a bit corny.
Yeah, because 90s.
Yeah, so it's like he made it not that corny,
but still from the times.
It made sense.
He balanced it well.
It didn't drag at all.
It was fast paced.
Animation was cool. The intro was cool to watch every single time.
Hell yeah. Because it was changing. There was Easter eggs. They were taking people out. You're like, oh, wait, no.
All my girls were kicking ass.
Yeah.
Tried and true to the source material. Pretty good call for them to do it. It's also pretty out of nowhere. Like, you know what? Let's do a newer version of this show. Like, pretty out of nowhere. And I feel like they do need to stop with the Star Wars new shit and focus maybe on Marvel.
Huh? What?
Because they've
been... Marvel?
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's been like 7 Marvel projects a year, man. They're taking it all over you. Just because you don't watch them doesn't mean they're
I feel
not
like
there.
It's more Star Wars.
No, it's about the same, bro. You just don't watch it.
Like what?
What the fuck do you mean? Saying that you want more Marvel is kind of about the same. They're actually they already said that they're gonna take a break. Like the last few years, the pandemic definitely messed it up.
I don't know. I just feel like I see more Star Wars than Marvel.
They are taking a break, which they should. We need a break, but I think you just mean X-Men. You want X-Men shit.
Yeah.
Just say that.
I want the X-Men movies.
I do think that out of the female superheroes, the X-Men ladies are the best.
You think so?
Yeah. Rogue is basically a better Captain Marvel. Because she's cool. What other lady superhero? There are not many. Out of the X-Men are better than the X-Men ladies. The new ones suck.
Definitely not Black Widow.
No. That's basically it. But now they're doing the Black Panther with Shuri. Now they're doing Ironheart lady. Now they're all ladies. They all suck.
Kamala
sucks. She's basically an X-Men, fool.
Yeah, she's an X-Men.
she's a mutant, so that counts in my favor.
Well, there's
Just answer me this: would you be more stoked for another Shuri movie, or a Storm movie?
Storm,
and they both can take place in Wakanda. That's what I'm saying. You could do the Avengers by putting out movies of each character, making sure they're good, not Fox bullshit, and then come together in an X-Men movie to put that X-Men. That's what I would do.
But that's not what they're going to do.
No, that's not what they're going to do. Who knows what they're going to do? I thought it was really good. I think that the changes were good. I think that it feels fresh yet nostalgic at the same time. They respected the source material. They added changes that they felt goes better for this time while still trying to respect the characters, which I felt for the most part they did. Like I said, the whole morph thing, it makes sense for it to be morph. Most importantly, let us know what you thought of X-Men 97 down in the comments. While you're down there, if you like, comment, subscribe, I will greatly appreciate it. Also, I will link for you somewhere around here my review on X-Men the Animated Series. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Remember to always and forever, you do you. Bye. Poppers.
Oh.
Thank you, Bubbles.
I forgot.
You forgot. You rusty.